Hi, I'm Michael Palascak. I'm a stand-up comedian, and you're watching Thank God for Jury Duty. My stand-up comedy, I focus on being who I am off stage. On stage, like, I always tell people that, like, whoever you are around your friends is, like, a good place to start as a comedian. So that's, like, the goal. Really more, like, close to, like, a human. I try to be a human on stage.
That's good.
Yeah.
I was gonna say too, your stand-up is kind of like self-deprecating. Has anyone ever told you like not to do that, to not be like cutting yourself down, kind of?
No one's ever told me to not be self-deprecating. So I think either it doesn't bother them and they don't think of it, or they think I'm so bad off that I couldn't take that criticism.
So why do you decide to like tell your jokes that way? Is that just the way you are?
That's a really good question. When I was in middle school, I would get made fun of because that's just what happens in middle school, and I didn't like getting made fun of by other people. So I think when I became a comedian, there's the choices of like making fun of other people or making fun of yourself. And I felt like if I was making fun of myself, then I wouldn't make other people feel bad. And then also I could control how people made fun of me and almost own it, and then it was more of a fun thing rather than like a being picked on thing. So it comes from being bullied.
So what's something people would be surprised to know about you?
Something people would be surprised to know about me. Well, if they see my stand-up, they see a lot of it. Like, I'm a dad and I'm a comedian. I play in a baseball league on Sundays. That's when I'm home, so that's fun. It's different.
Do you have any hobbies, or do you like collect anything?
Hobbies. Well, I like sports a lot. I like bobbleheads. I would know if I collect them, but I know like if my son really likes my bobbleheads that I have, so whenever we're somewhere and he sees one, he wants one, and I'm always like, oh, that's cool, I get to buy a toy for me that he likes.
Cool. So I thought you said you started out in Illinois, and then you moved. Why did you decide to move to LA? Or?
I started out near Chicago and I was living with my parents, and then I had a manager at the time that was getting me auditions in LA, and I was just going on tape for them, and he was like, it might be a good idea to do it here in LA. So I went out for a month, and I'd never really lived on my own as an adult before since college, so I really enjoyed, having roommates and living there, so that's what I did.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I think it's on one of your comedy albums I listened to. I guess it's like your girlfriend was like Protestant and you're Catholic, and you're talking about that. Is there like any like problems or any weird differences that you noticed?
When there's different religions?
Yeah, like.
I think I was raised Catholic, and I'm Catholic in a way that really you go to mass and you, like every week, and so it's a big part of our lives. And so I think from more of a serious perspective, I think it's just like, someone just has to be okay that that's a big part of your life,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's not anything like funny that happened. Was she like Protestant? I think because you said about it.
I know, I can't even remember what that.
Oh, you're talking about like Ash Wednesday, but I'm Protestant and we have Ash Wednesday. It's just kind of like, it's not mandatory, it's like optional.
Yeah, I gotta listen to my stuff again. You know it better than I do. I think the funniest thing is that like, and I don't know that I'm not a theologian or whatever, but I know Catholicism has been around longer than Protestant stuff. So I feel like we're a little more chill with it.
Yeah, I'm sure I have more people for you.
Next time. Thanks.
You were hiding back the whole time?
Yeah. I'm a lurker. Jesus. Take some waters with you too. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I won't do it all that.
You done with all that?
Yeah, I don't want to make you take it, but I'm not gonna take it.
Cool.
So I think the only difference between being Catholic and Protestant is like,
I was just doing a quick interview with
this is like slice of life. It's good. It's like a real green room thing. It's like,
God damn it.
it's like, I feel like she grew up with sort of just parents that were religious in a different way than my parents were religious. And so she had kind of rejected that world, and I had accepted it because I felt like mine was a little more inclusive and a little more, I don't know if forgiving's the word, but a little more open-minded than hers. Yeah. I think that was the bigger difference, is that ours was a little more open-minded, especially my college was a little more open-minded. So it was easier to still be active in our religion. Whereas like with hers, that felt like it was so strict that she just had to like not be in it anymore.
Cool. And that one thing kid, I just wondered, do you know where he is now, or?
I don't know where he is. I went back to that. I used to get my allergy shots at that doctor's office, and I would love to if he heard the joke and was like, oh, that was me. But I don't know.
So he doesn't know he's famous.
Yeah.
He's a one thing wonder.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw your thing on Instagram, the fortune teller who was it tells fortunes in Super Mario terms? Like, what was that? It looks funny.
When I was in college, we had a thing where you could write plays as a student, and then you put them on at the end of the year. It's called Workshop. And a guy named Chuck Samashino wrote that. And my character was a fortune teller that told fortunes through Super Mario Brothers. And then my rival was one that did it through Oregon Trail. And we were both giving advice to Dan Quayle. That was the premise. I don't remember, but it was really fun. Like, his stuff was so funny.
Yeah, cool. Okay,
he writes novels now, Chuck Samashino.
You're an English major in college. So what's your favorite book? Or?
My favorite book that I've read in the last 10 years was Skippy Dies by Paul Murray. It's great. One of my favorite books of all time. I think my couple of favorite books, I really love 9 Stories by J.D. Salinger and Catcher in the Rye, and then like all the Harry Potter books.
What would you be doing if you weren't a comedian?
I think I'll write books.
Okay. Do you look at anything differently now that you're a parent versus talking about your parents?
Oh yes. I feel like as a parent now, I realize how much time I wasted just feeling like I was busy, whereas like as a parent, every second of your life is accounted for. So you have to, I'm just way more aware of how much time I have. And it's fun. It's really fun.
So your kid's gonna grow up and like tell jokes about you.
Yeah, that would be fun too.
I love your parents' jokes.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, they like them too.
That's good. Is there anything you'd like to accomplish like you haven't done yet?
I think I want to just do shows and have people come out to see the shows and be able to do bigger venues and be able to just be at home with my son like Monday through Wednesday or Thursday or Sunday through like four days a week and then go on the road for 3 days a week.
So like looking back, would you change anything or do anything different?
I'm sure there's like a couple things I could do differently and make it better, but it does seem like, I know it's kind of cliche that like your mistakes are the things that sort of make your life better, but it seems like the things that I would have wanted to change in the moment always led to something better.
Okay. Do you have like a best or worst show that you just like randomly or think you can think of?
A best or worst show?
Yeah, like one that stands out.
I feel like the best shows are the ones that you just sort of like show up and it's a hot room and it's really fun. Like I was at Sandman Comedy Club in Richmond tonight and that was really good.
Awesome.
I don't know, I feel like the worst shows are ones where just like people, it's okay if they don't laugh, but when they're not really listening and they're not even wanting to listen to you, those are just a challenge. Like some open mics can be like that.
Very cool. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
No, just thanks for listening.
Thanks. Yeah, I liked you on comedy.tv.
Oh.
That was like where you had a lot of the parents jokes.
Yeah, yeah, I had a brown tie.
Oh, really?
Right, I just remember because I was like, I'm going to wear this on something.
Is there anything you want to like promote or where can people check you out?
Oh yeah, so Instagram at Michael Palascak, that's Palascak, and I have shirts and then my album is on my website, and yeah, if you feel like seeing a show, I'm working every weekend, so that's it.
Yay, well thank you.
Thank you.
Get it, because at the time I was raised Catholic, at the time I was dating someone who's raised Protestant. What am I supposed to do? Be like, hey, before we talk about marriage, I'm gonna need you to believe in Jesus a little differently. Like there's more rules, but there's more days off also. There might be a Wednesday in February where your forehead is a little dirty, and it's a very important time. It's reverent. It's important. It's weird getting advice on relationships when you don't ask for it. I remember the first time it happened. I was like in middle school. I was 12, and I got in an argument with a girl in my class. We were doing a project together, and our teacher, instead of just fixing that, was just like, "Hey, you two keep arguing, you'll probably marry each other." Which is weird to know that like an adult looked at us and they're like, "That reminds me of home." It's messed up. Now every time I have a personality conflict with someone, I have to be like, she could be the one. I can't get along with her at all. I need to pursue this farther. Or is it further? I'm sure she'll correct me. If she's the one, she will.
Hi, my name's Michael Palascak. I'm a stand-up comedian, and you're watching Thank God for Jury Duty.
You changed your friend.
I moved. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Stop doing it again.
Okay, fine.
Hi, I'm Michael Palascak. I'm a stand-up comedian, and you're watching Thank God for Jury Duty.